Brad Pitt is known to drink Chardonnay on ice in a jacuzzi tub.
You can include yourself in this.
I am not gonna do that ever.
She and I threw some back.
Threw some.
I threw some back.
Who is most likely to walk around topless all the time, unprovoked?
I couldn't keep a shirt on, Sandra. It was crazy. I was like, bro.
So when I'm shirtless,
we are
I become
in public,
Sandra?
man. Like, what are you doing? Like, just stop. Constantly, I was just like, guys, look away. Everyone look
Went
away.
in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, went in.
Yeah, everyone there is topless. So I just wanted to blend in
Just
and
wanted to
disappear.
flex on everybody. She was just like, oh, God, look at these guns.
I did that.
Because he was on this film, it wasn't really unprovoked. He was required to do it a lot. But I'll say Channing, and if you had a body like that, we all would be.
We just like tortured him to get into shape on this movie. He worked so hard. Like watching him eat his chicken and rice with just like no salt and a little bit of butter every day, and the sad look on his face. But he would swim 2 miles in the ocean every day, and so he'd be walking around on the beach looking beautiful.
Rescue their romantic interest from an explosion without a hair falling out of place.
Oh, 1,000. He literally does it.
Well, I don't have hair, so I think.
Well, that's
my
what
hair would
happened.
not be
Well,
as-
he rescued, but he did lose some hair.
You know what? There's a guy called Thomas Forbes Johnson who plays my henchman in this film. He's a massive dude with a mustache. Well, first of all, he's got a shaved head, so hairs would not be out of place. But also, I would genuinely trust him to rescue his love from peril.
I think that
Daniel?
Daniel.
Yeah.
I think Channing, because he does have he already has like pretty short hair. The strands aren't long enough to have
That's
to
a good
wait to
point.
bend,
But Radcliffe
so
was
they won't
very
fall.
coiffed. He was very coiffed.
Yeah.
Very together. The beard was very together.
Who is most likely to serenade their partner with a guitar?
Ooh.
You can include yourself in this.
I
as well.
am not gonna do that ever. Not just because I don't play guitar, but also because I think I would find being serenaded very awkward.
I weirdly do think Daniel kind of secretly probably plays the guitar.
He does play
like,
the guitar.
and
Not just because I don't play guitar.
He had 700 Harry Potter films to learn how to play the guitar and get good. I have a feeling he's really good.
700.
He did, isn't it?
I
Like,
wish there was 700.
in the
Harry
Witch's
Potter
Brew, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Finger. It's a lot of them.
Who is most likely to fall in love with someone they initially thought they hated?
Oh, is that so hard to guess? You despise my character.
But see, you're still making it a thing that we fall in love. No, it's not a thing.
Patty.
I'm gonna go Patty.
I'm gonna go Patty.
I'm gonna go Patty. She's quirky.
She's dark.
She's really dark.
Like she would say things and I'm like,
She would say stuff so deadpan that
Yeah.
I still am worried. I'm wondering. I'm
Yeah.
still haven't figured out. Like, was that for real?
Yeah, she's
I'm still in,
really
in the
deadpan.
Matrix of figuring
brilliant.
it out.
Yes.
I think Sandra Bullock. Yeah, she would come in a little suspicious and then be like, you know what? This is my Mr. Darcy.
Who is most likely to drink a glass of Chardonnay with ice in it in the bath?
I don't like Chardonnay.
I don't either.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Let's just
go
say
with-
Brad.
Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is known to drink Chardonnay on ice in a
I don't know.
jacuzzi
I
tub.
think Devine. I think Devine would.
Devon.
I think Devine
No,
would
she
drink.
likes. She's not a wine drinker. I believe it's tequila. She and I threw some back.
Threw something.
Threw some back.
I think that might be based on a thing from Sandy's actual life, so I'm gonna say Sandra for that one.
I was like Brad Pitt, but
I mean, again,
maybe.
fun to picture. Yeah.
I just think all of these, if you just put Brad Pitt,
in them.
just
There's
fun.
not much it doesn't work with him doing, you know?
I mean, who is most likely to take their date out stargazing and see a shooting star?
Me.
Yeah,
That I
go on.
would say me. I've literally done that.
Have you?
Yeah.
Tell me more, please
Well, I've been
expand.
to. There's things in America. I guess probably all around the world called dark sky preserves, and you can go there if you want. If you want to see like stars like you've never seen in your life, go there. And we went to one in Canada in Nova Scotia, and there was like a raised platform so you could see above the tree line, and it was like being in a planetarium. And I'd never seen a shooting star before, and then I saw I think like 4 in about 40 minutes. Like it was truly cool.
Is this the end of time or the most romantic moment of my life?
Oh, it was very romantic. We played some music. Yeah, it was great.
You obviously starred in one of the most famous book-to-screen adaptations. Is there any particular books you've read that you'd like to adapt to the screen?
I don't know if I would like to adapt it, but I've definitely there's my favorite book is The Master and Margarita, which is a Russian novel about the devil coming to Moscow in 1925, and it's an incredible book. It's really like magical realism stuff. I had heard that Baz Luhrmann was going to do it at one point, but I don't know if that ever happened. But yeah, I think it would be too much for me to direct it because I wouldn't want to screw up my favorite book. But I would like someone to do it.
You'd play the devil.
There's actually a 5-foot-tall cat called Behemoth who drinks vodka and shoots a revolver. I would like to play him, just maybe a voice acting or some motion capture. That'd be fun.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
I love it.
Did you chloroform me? People actually do that? Oh, God.
Well, you know, it's a classic for a reason.
It's so good to see you doing a villain role because you're kind of like the good guy.
Often have been, yeah, absolutely. No, it's very, very fun to play a bad guy in something, and he's a very funny bad guy to me. Like, there's something very funny about the idea of a kidnapper who is convinced that if you just stop and think about it, you'll find being kidnapped really cool, actually. And just all his villainy is kind of motivated by the same very pathetic desires to like get his dad to respect him and all that stuff. So yeah, he was a lot of fun to play. Entitled Son of Billionaire is sort of just in the cultural zeitgeist at the moment, so I think we're ready to take the piss out of those people. But no, I feel like I've known enough like posh English kids with a lot of confidence and no skills that I can, I found something to base him on.
How was it playing up to all the brilliant romantic novel cliches in the film?
Liberating.
Yes, I've always wanted long hair, and I've never got to have it before. And this definitely stuck right dead in that. Like, I got to check the box.
Your long hair box.
My long hair box. Yes, I've checked it.
Have you got any memories that kind of stand out from your time working with them?
I mean, just how game they both were. Channing is one of the most physically capable actors that I've ever worked with. Like, he's an amazing, like, he could be a stuntman if he wanted to. He is that good. He's also disarmingly warm and charming and just an incredibly smart man and like great to work with. And Sandra Bullock is, excuse my language, Sandra Bullock. Like, I could not. I've been doing press with her for days. I've been having to talk in front of her about how amazing I think she is. But like, it is genuinely like an honor to work with her, and she is so much fun. And I think that was what surprised me as much. Not that it was surprising actually when you think about it, but when you meet her, you're just like, oh yeah, you are game as anything. You are getting your hands dirty in this crazy jungle shoot. Like, yeah, it was really, really cool to work with them both.